Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you for joining our webinar today. And I'll be your host for today's webinar. My name is Jemmy Damian, CIM's telemarketer. Today's session is the last episode on construction management webinar series. This time with a special participation of HP to share with you the topic about streamlining workflow for large format printing. So before I proceed with the agenda for this afternoon, first things first, our house rules. This webinar is recorded. The replay of this webinar can be accessed in the official CIM Technologies Inc. or our YouTube channel within 48 hours only. You are muted by default. In case you have concerns, please use the chat box to type in your messages. In case you have questions in the middle of the speaker's presentation, please type it in the chat box so that it will be addressed during the open forum and a Q&A session. There will be an e-certificate of attendance. It will be automatically generated to those who will participate and complete the survey later. All right, so we will begin the program by introducing to you first our company. Then I will introduce to you our speaker for the main topic, which is document management for construction workflows, followed by our guest speaker for the topic streamlining workflow for large format printing. Then we will have an open forum for your questions, so please feel free to type your questions at the Q&A box during each of the discussion. And before we wrap up, we will flash on screen the quick survey and give you some final announcement. All right, so before we proceed to the main topic, let me introduce to you our company. CIM Technologies has been providing technology solution from software to hardware for 30 years already. More than that, we are also offering training, technical support, and other expanded services for the AEC and manufacturing industries. These are the solutions we are offering for 3D conceptual design, detailed design for architectural, MEP, and structural. We also have clash analysis, animations, and photorealistic renderings or visualizations, quantity takeoff, construction documents, energy model analysis, and collaboration among project teams. We also have project management or scheduling for 4D, cost planning and estimates for 5D, voting performance analysis for 60, and facility management for 70. In case you know someone or have requirements for manufacturing solutions, here is our offerings. We are also offering trusted work large format printers and plotters powered by HP and industry-leading fixed and mobile workstation by Dell. If you want to set an appointment for a virtual demo in HP large format printer, you may send us a message in the chat box. And in case you have problems with your maintenance side, we can offer to you our IT services such as maintenance agreement and preventive maintenance for HP plotters and printers, diagnosis and repair, network design layout, and network cabling, network configurations, and system or network administration services. We also have our service division, Altion 3D, to provide you our expanded services such as 2D drafting, large format scanning, printing and plotting, 3D BIM services, prototyping, product design, and many more. Please visit www.altion3d.com to see other service offerings. And we have our training division, which is the Stanford IT Learning to provide you basic to advanced training and education in the field of AAC, manufacturing, and power and utilities industries. The good news is that our trainings are now available online and you can pay through the website as well. So if you want to learn more about any BIM tools and the best practices or latest trends in related to your job role, you can learn it from Stanford. I am humbly presenting to you as well our partners for the solutions and services that we are offering. Feel free to contact us in case you have requirements that you think we can provide for you. All right, so now without any further ado, let me turn over the screen to the main speaker of the webinar, our applications engineer, Mr. John Christopher Azar.
All right. Thank you, Miss Jamie. So now let's start our discussion for this afternoon. So good day, everyone. Thank you for attending this webinar entitled by Document Management for Design and Construction Workflows. All right. So by the way, my name is John Christopher Esahar, Applications Engineer from CIM Technologies Inc., and I will be your speaker for this afternoon. So before we start, these are my agenda for this topic. So first thing will be the trends and those challenges. And then why BIM 360? What are those BIM 360 platform? What will be the BIM 360 docs workflows? And we will have the features and capabilities. And after this session, we will having a Q&A. All right. So there's a lot of trends driving the need for this project delivery solution, especially for our customers. So some of these trends includes the urbanization is now leading to a massive migrations to cities, resulting in a huge increase in demand for the development, which is leading the industry to the new and innovative ways to deal with the complexity. So as the team embrace those new trends such as machine learning and those generative designs to meet this demand, this only increases the need to manage those projects that is being more effectively and using those technology. So the owner is realizing the benefits of the BIM and the associated project savings. So leading to more BIM mandates and the advancement of the new standards that is being supported via BIM maturity. So teams are increasingly more geographically dispersed, increasing their needs to connect with each other and access the critical project of information in real time. All right. So before we proceed, so there will be a poll question. So what type of document management do you have in your company? So we have the choices for the cloud-based or on-premise server. So maybe you can pick one of this selection. All right. Okay. Let's see those answers. Okay. I'll keep going. All right. So all of these trends are leading to a massive explosion of data that is being created at a higher rate and a higher fidelity than ever before. So as a result, so our customers are left with the problem of having to manage this massive amount of ever-changing data across those teams. Also, there's also a deliverables and project bases as they work their way through the project delivery processes. So these trends are making it even more difficult to collaborate on AEC projects. So AEC projects are incredibly complex and produce an incredible amount of data. So in historically, syncing and utilizing all this data was impossible and has been one of the biggest challenges now in the industry. Workflows and data have been disconnected. So our customers have had those challenges by collaborating across many companies and many disciplines. So as projects become more complex, there is a high frequency of data that is rapidly being iterated. Bad information and data silos across those companies lead to the massive waste that is prevalent in delivering those projects, and distributed teams are hurt by delaying in communication and waste time searching for the right project of information. So there's also another poll question. So where do you store your CAD designs? We have here the traditional one or the cloud based, and also we have here the network folder structure. So you can choose. All right. As of now, there's a lot of companies that's being used of desktop storage. Okay. All right. Going. Okay. So the biggest issue behind the collaboration challenge is that none of these tools that are leveraged today fully solve those problems, especially for the designers. So because none of them is were built for the design based on collaboration. So the common tools such as the FTP or the SharePoint solution can be expensive and complex to implement, and the design files is still have to be downloaded and saved to a local drive to become more usable. For the network drive server that need for sharing internally, but as soon as those files needed to be accessed remotely or by an external team members, these tools also fall short. So we're seeing some designers that is start to adapt more of the modern tool, such as the cloud storage. But the problem is there is that basic cloud storage tools are not built to manage those design data, especially for the CAD files or the BIM models are not viewable or usable natively in a cloud storage application. And also, the users have to resort, especially to download and open those models to get any value out of those files themselves. And lastly, we see some architects or engineers that is try another point solution. But while the solution are tailored to your AEC projects, they are only solve one need at a time, are hard to integrate also with the other solution, and do not support those project lifecycle collaboration. So while there are benefits to each of these pieces of the construction technology stacks, so there are two significant problems that can occur with this adoption of technology. So information cut in silos. So first thing will be the application have very specific purposes. First will be the cloud-based collaboration that is being told that are built to share those files across those multiple parties. PDF will be editing tools are built to create and modify those PDF drawings and also the documents. Field apps are built to manage those photos, markups, drawings, and also manage those issues, and so on. So the plan viewers, model viewers, project administration tools, and etc. So the second thing will be when the document plans and the models are accessed, modified, and shared with an application, they are remain in that application. So the resulting in, so there is no single source of truth. Also, out of the date versions, incorrect communication to the subcontractor and for the traders, and many questions around what is current. And lastly, will be the error and the reworks. So another poll question will be how do you share your drawings? So we have here the most common use will be the email and also the traditional one, which is the USB flash drive for sharing. So let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for answering those questions. So many problems on the job sites is the cost overruns, delays, especially one of the most probably is the delay, and also the reworks. So it occurs because the project teams is do not have the access to the most current set of the documents. So as a reminder, so those challenges reminds us the security and the accountability. The important thing will be the team communication, project complexity, and also the inefficient tools. So that will be the reminders for our challenges. All right. So now let's take a look at how the BIM 360 document management handles these challenges and concerns. So why BIM 360? So BIM 360 is the only unified common data platform now in the industry. We are changing the way that teams stay connected, both in the office and in the field, by allowing easy team communication and also collaboration. So with your security is our top priority. So BIM 360 is designed and built using the best in cloud software practices and powered by the Amazon Web Services, also known as the AWS, the world's leading in cloud infrastructure. So that's being said, BIM 360 also is designed to be the extensible with the open secures APIs to easily connect to the other construction software tools that uses in your company. So at the end of the day, with our project insight tools, BIM 360 supports the predictability and the certainty of the decision making. It also eliminates the root causes of uncertainty. So imagine the impact of the project delivery success in your business profitability. So if there were less complexity, disconnection, and also uncertainty. So cloud connection solution for the easy project teams. So you can easily access this in a web, mobile devices, anytime and also anywhere, that allowing those teams to communicate throughout the entire project. So Autodesk is investing in security and make it a focus across the company. So protecting those customers from the security threats is a priority for the Autodesk. And our processes and technology are intended to keep our customers' data secure. So for more details of the information in terms of security, you may visit the website below. So streamlined integrated solution with viewing support for over 50 design file format, specialized the capabilities for the PDF, AutoCAD, and Revit, and it also supports for the managing any project file type. So in addition, in the BIM 360 is designed to be extensible with the open secured APIs so that you can connect your project data to your ERP systems and other construction software solution from the Autodesk list of integration partners. So BIM 360 also aggregates those project data across the entire life cycle to give you a clear picture to the project performance, allowing you to make those quicker, more informed business decisions and predict issues before they become costly holds up. So BIM 360 data and analytics that is being capability to provide a unified project homepage, dashboard, and reports. So those partners data integration and easy customization delivered on the next gen platform. These features helps those teams that's being managed those risks by giving them the personalized visibility into daily priorities, an instant snapshot of individual project health, as well as the insight into company-wide performance. So let's take a look on the BIM 360 platform. So what is BIM 360? So BIM 360, it is a summarized in two aspects, which is the centralized project data source and the access to data offline. So with the Autodesk BIM 360, it accelerates those project delivery and reduce risks for the companies. It enables different offices or organization to easily coordinate and connect while empowering the field to anticipate and act. So BIM 360 is where you connect those teams across their project bases, centralize data to ensure the accuracy and access, control information for the conception to operation, and analyze data to gain insight and increase efficiency. So BIM 360 is undergoing a complete reengineering to support the integration and automation of the workflows. So moving away from the standalone applications that were built primarily to support the digitization and the collaboration towards a unified solution that supports centralized collection and use of data. So a single data repository that puts the project in the center and guided handoff of the information between the project phases. So BIM 360 is built on top of Autodesk Forge. So our development platform and set of APIs that not only allows you for the frictionless data flow, but also the ability to pass the information to and from the third-party application, and tools to help build a single source of truth. So the Forge platform is the foundation for building an EEC software where the focus is on access to data, not just the application being used. And BIM 360 bring all of this project data into a single data platform. So this removes the issues around data loss as the information moves from one applications to another and avoids common problem of the project teams, especially questioning if they have the most current information. So you see the evidence of this approach with our BIM 360 doc service today. So which is the centralized project for the repository for the BIM 360 platform. So taking this step further, so here is the breakdown of the different workflows supported by the BIM 360. So from the design, through the class detection and the pre-construction workflows, through the project management task, including the quality, safety, planning, and the cost, all the way to the project handover. So the document management module sits across all other workflows, ensuring those document data and storage is easily transferred from one page to the next and is available to the entire team to help to improve for collaboration. So this next platform removes the need for the single point of applications and unifies your project data. So the unified BIM 360 solution aggregates the data. It provides the transparency to the project stakeholders, making everyone more accountable and improving visibility in real time. So BIM 360 Docs is the entry point to the BIM 360 platform, and it also provides the control data and the document management for all the project information from the design through the construction. So project workflows are supported in three process management offerings. BIM 360 Design supports the collaboration across the multiple discipline design and coordination of the deliverables. BIM 360 Coordinates allows teams to coordinate multiple discipline models and automate those tasks such as the model aggregation and clash detections. BIM 360 Build that is being provide those teams with the ability to manage those RFIs and submittals as well as execute those quality and safety management program during the constructions. So each of these subscription includes a set of the BIM 360 platform modules along with the access to classic BIM 360 to ensure that customers can continue to use the product that they are using today on their project without disruption. So all of the information in BIM 360 is managed in a data single repository, so or common data platform, and access and controlled by the users. Role in a company permission, design, coordinate, and build are all connected to the common data platform and bring together those information and workflows in a way that is previously unavailable in other point solution. So user-friendly dashboard and advanced data analytics are available across all subscription offering by making it simple to track and prioritize to work. And all the companies and the project members are managed in a centralized administration area to ensure the right people have access to the right information and also the right tools. So now, so now let's focus on this module, which is the BIM 360 document management. So BIM 360 Docs offers a host of capabilities across the four key areas of the document management, which is the publishing, sharing, viewing, and also modifying. So it also provides the industry-specific capabilities for managing all the 2D plans, 3D models, and other documents. It's also seamlessly integrated with the authoring app and existing cloud and local file system, delivers anywhere, anytime, collaborative access to the entire project teams, and also ensures that all the project teams are building from one correct document versions. So, BIM 360 provides the control data and document management for all the project information from design through the construction. So, BIM 360 Docs delivers a complete connected solution to manage all the 2D plans, 3D models, and the other project documents. So BIM 360 Docs is a web service that is being ensured the entire project team is building from the correct version of the document, plans, and models. So what are the benefits of using this BIM 360 Docs? So first will be always on time. So get information that is being published faster and organize the logically but bulk upload. You can set creation and automatically separation of sheets from the design files. Second will be the always accurate. It also has the organized document into sets and also quickly review which documents have changed from one revision to the next. And lastly, always in control. So access control with 5 permission levels that is being keeps the right information in the right hand throughout the project. All right. So document control. So research has shown that about 55% of the warranty claims were made because of inaccurate documentation. So delay in getting the latest information to the field that is being result in more RFIs and less accurate work. So the right software can provide a single cloud-based repository for all the project documentation is making the real-time communication and document exchange between those teams and also disciplines is possible. So imagine for one moment having exactly the data and the files that you need whenever and wherever you needed them. So whether you're meeting at the client offices or in the field or on an iPad with your team, so that's what BIM 360 delivers. So BIM 360 provides those tight yet flexible permission controls and ability to easily share the information for each project team members when they need it and on the device they have with them. So get information that is being published faster and organized logically with bulk upload that has the set creation and automatic separation of sheets from the design. So exact document sets from the design files, OCR title blocks data for the automated naming and separate those multi-page PDFs. So another great time-saving benefit of the BIM 360, so in addition to version control and hyperlink within sheets, is the ability to publish those multiple pages, especially those drawing sets, break them apart into an organized single sheets, and use the automated title block features. So the teams can now easily access the correct single sheet of the drawing by floor or especially by trade rather than sorting through the multiple pages or needing access to hefty those design files like Revit or AutoCAD. So markups. So create, edit, and share 2D and 3D design markups with the project members. So you can create private and publish those markups. So private markups can be created by members with the view permission or a higher that can only be seen by their creator. So under the issue management, so don't let those problems slow you down. So the ability to create, assign, track, and respond to those issues on enemy devices is also critical to making sure that your project is completed, especially on time and on budget. So The put context around the issue resolution by dropping those pins on the designs, adding photos in the field, and collaborating on the common trends with a central view of all the project issues. You can do tracking those status and analyzing those root causes has never been easier. So you can view and export those issue logs project-wide from the web or mobile devices. And you can easily assign those issues to the team members along with the due dates. And you can easily monitor those issue status from your project home on the individual sheets or models or from the issue list. So whether you are working with the 2D documents or models, so with the BIM 360, it has the capabilities that is will support the way that you work. And with the powerful compare tools and the ability to quickly navigate those between 2D and 3D views, it is simple to understand the design intent. Unlikely also many of the document management and collaboration application. So BIM 360 is built especially for the construction projects and to support the entire project team throughout the project. So the project and the project data is at the center. So keeping everyone involved always connected and current and in control. So it supports the 2D, 3D, or combined workflows. It also specific functionality and control for the content publisher, editors, and also consumer. It also has the single repository throughout the construction processes. So control is integral to an organized project, but it's not always the easiest task. So in fact, if not managed correctly, it can easily turn your project into a nightmare. So many people will handle their project documents many times from its first iteration to its final one. So if you're not proactively managing those process of the project, it could easily slip away from you. So especially, you know, the drill, search, download, work, upload, and repeat. And if that's not enough, you must reconcile those changes requests, keep track of the significant changes, and communicate updates in a timely manner. But it doesn't have to be that way. So version control in the BIM 360 gives you the ability, especially to you can do comments and markup files, which eliminates the countless iteration. So you're making more impactful those changes before you upload a model version. Visually compare how the model processes with every versions to see how your concept sketch turns into a full 3D BIM model over time. It also has the clearly see major addition and also deletion, which serve as the reminders to ensure that these changes are applied and consistently throughout the models. Manage access and users permission, allowing the team to see those model information in the right context, so no more, no less. View documents associated with the sets that they have those issues, view version history, and be alerted when a version is being viewed is not the most recent file. So access to information is an important aspect. So maybe even the most important aspects of the managing your project, but not ensuring the people who need the information that can be consumed it easily in that format so that they are both comfortable is needed too. So when working with the traditional format like 2D paper or static digital files, teams are can be challenged with. So this will be the teams are in different locations, no easy way to collaborate and communicate. Getting access on-site is difficult and inconsistent. And lastly will be the paper is primary method of communication and the documentation. So BIM 360 makes those project information available on any devices so that the team members can stay informed and up to date regardless of where they are working. It's available in the iOS and also Android devices. You can do this tools with using with the view, markups, issues creation, measurement tools are available also on your mobile devices. It also has a document and folder access offline with sync with the cloud when you are connected. So it also has the 3D views. You can also do a walkthrough over your 3D plans that you are being uploaded here in BIM 360. And you can do also 3D version compare, and then you can see all the difference, all the added, all the remove, and all the modified section using the 3D view compare. So using the desktop connector, you can visit the Autodesk Knowledge Network to download the desktop connector BIM 360 plugin. So this one is currently available for Windows platform only. So once you have set up the plugin, so you will see the project folder structure that is being mirrored on your Explorer windows. So once you have set up those plugins, you can easily upload those documents directly through the BIM 360 app or drag those files into the Explorer windows to add them into the BIM 360. You can do open and edit those files from within the BIM 360 folders without having to download and re-upload those files. You can also and also all the edit files are automatically synced using this BIM 360 desktop connector. All right. All right. So for the summary of my topic for this afternoon, so the document management module, which can be purchased alone with the BIM 360 documents, and it's include all in the BIM 360 products. So this is the foundation for all the works in the BIM 360. So as any AEC project kicks off, this is where it should start it. So it's the place to centralize and control and give you access to the project information for all those team members. So that's it. So thank you for attending this webinar, and I will now turn over the screen to our host, Miss Jamie.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Jay, for your insightful topic. Feel free to type in your questions at the Q&A box as we will address all of your questions during the open forum. So now let's proceed to the next topic. Let me turn over the screen to our guest speaker. He handles HP platters and printers and CIM technologies. He is no other than Mr. Rod Caliste.
Thank you so much, Jemmy. Let me share my screen. The second speaker for today. So before anything else, if you have questions or other concerns related to my product, feel free to contact me. And also, we hope that after this session, you will gain insights on how to improve your workflow in relation to large format printing. So let's get started. Okay, let me discuss the first subtopic, collaboration with your team and other stakeholders. As we now experience this global pandemic, we all know that collaboration is very important in today's business world. To produce an excellent work, a very deep level of collaboration is needed at all levels, where we should constantly discuss, review, and improve the work we do, sometimes in the office, and now mostly even at home or or out of office, and all, of course, within very tight deadlines. Therefore, we must ensure that this collaboration happens seamlessly from desk stations to mobile stations outside the office and the printers that provide the output to move the collaborative workflow along.
All right, so we are experiencing some technical difficulties. The presentation will be back shortly. We apologize for the delay. Let's hold on for a while. All right, so let me turn over the screen again to our guest speaker, Sir Rod. Are you ready? All right, so I think there is still some difficulties, some technical difficulties. So now let's proceed to the Q&A portion. So let's read some questions for Sir J. I think there are some questions from the audience. All right, there is one here. This is for Sir J. Where will be docs under after your update on BIM packages, namely take off, build, and coordinate? Sir J?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, Sir J, go ahead.
All right. So for the document management, so you can purchase it separately. But if you have those BIM 360 doc design, it will have the also the document management as a package.
All right, so there's another question here, sir. This is from Sir Kanilang. Sir, question about BIM 360 docs under document control. Is this applicable to Aconex format or project-wise system?
So BIM 360 supported a 50 file type format. So I think yeah, it is possible because for the other solution, they also supported the WG file format and those RVT files and also the IFC.
Thank you so much, Sir Jay. Another question from our audience. So even after your update, docs will still be under coordinate and was not included under build.
So again, so every time you purchase every module, so it has have those document management. So so if you purchase those coordinate, it will not included those also those build. So it will be separate individual modules. And also another question here is BIM 360 included in AEC packages. So this one is separate purchase for the AEC collections. Okay.
All right, so any more questions from the audience? You can type in your questions in the chat box. All right, so another question here for Sir J is, can I request to convert my trial account to a paid account?
Yeah, you can convert your trial account to get a paid account by contacting especially your sales representative. So take a note of this. So this request must be received and processed by the Autodesk within 30 days of the trial expiration. All right.
All right, any more questions from the audience? Again, please feel free to ask questions. You can type it in our chat box so Sir J can answer your questions.
All right. So there is another question. So is there a trial version for the BIM 360 docs? So yeah, they have a 30 days trial is available. So I will post the link that you can visit to have a trial. All right. So kindly check your inbox.
All right, there is one question again, Sir J. How does Beam 360 Docs work with the software and services I access in the AAC collection?
So just like kanina, so just like I said, BIM 360 Docs serves as the centralized documents library, especially for the BIM 360 to publish and also access those documents, plans, and also the model. So BIM 360 supports for the viewing, sharing, review, and markup for more than 50 2D and 3D design file format. So including here will be the AutoCAD, the Revit file, the Navisworks, and so on. So and also you can use those desktop connector,
All right,
right?
thank you so much for that, Sir J. Another question, how secured BIM 360 Docs?
Yeah. So BIM 360 Doc is powered by the Amazon's web services. So there is also a unique ID site number. So there is no will be interruption using those security. So no one can interrupt it. All right. So is there any questions?
Any more questions from the audience? There's another one again, sir. What is the maximum file or storage from BIM 360 to be used in sharing files? Do we need to use a safe file or other options?
For the BIM 360, there is no limit, especially on uploading those files. And it also has the unlimited storage in the BIM 360.
All right, there are more questions here, sir. There's another one. We availed our Revit 2016 through perpetual licenses. Do we need to avail the subscription in order to get a BIM 360?
I'm sorry?
Let me repeat that again for you, sir. We availed our Revit 2016 through perpetual license. Do we need to avail the subscription in order to get the BIM 360?
Right. So for there is a version especially for the uploading those files in the BIM 360. If you have the 2016, there will be a problem together if you uploaded those files. So I suggest if you wanted to purchase those subscription in Team 360, you must be switched into the latest version.
All right. So there are still a few questions here, Sir Jay. This is from Sir Garcia. How does BIM 360 speed up work from documentation to handover?
So speed of work. So for this one, especially you need to have wait, you need to have a better internet connection, especially because this is a cloud-based solution. And then recommend for this one is 5 Mbps per user.
All right. So another question for Sir Jay. Does Beam 360 have common capabilities with Revit, or is this a totally different product?
I'm sorry.
Again, the question is, does BIM 360 have common capabilities with Revit, or is this a totally different product?
So this one is work with the also with the other projects. So this that is indicated only for the Revit. So you can use it for the AutoCAD, for the Navisworks, and also for the other file format. But it also work and it also work also for the all the AEC collection solution.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Jay. So, is there any other questions? Okay, another question here, Sir Jay. How many projects can be used in this BIM 360 docs?
So for the projects here, there is no limit again for to created those project site inside the BIM 360. So there is no limit. You can create a lot of project site. It depends on your requirements.
Right. Another question for Sir Jay. Can we assign multiple admins account in the BIM 360 docs?
Yeah, you can also add more. The better the merrier for the administration.
Thank you, Sir Jay. So, any more questions from the audience? Well, we okay. Another question is this a yearly subscription?
For the subscription, by the way, the sales can also answer this, but I give you a hint. So it also has the 1 year subscription, then 3 years, and then the other will be, it depends on the sales team. Yeah, but as far as I know, it also has the 1 year subscription and 3 years.
Okay, thank you, Sir Jay. There are still some questions here while we are waiting. I'm sorry, can I ask what BIM 360 package includes the cost management?
For the cost management, actually, the cost management is another add-ons in the BIM 360. So if you need to have also the BIM 360 build to connect it into the cost management.
All right, it looks like audience are participating well. Sir Jay, another question for you. Can a client have a minimum access if you have one BIM 360?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you repeat those questions?
All right. Can a client have a minimum access if you have one BIM 360?
One BIM 360. So for this one is one license at the per user. So for the BIM 360, first thing you will have those document management. So it
All
and
right.
also it depends on your requirements. And one more thing here is I will answer this question. So what is the maximum file or storage for the BIM 360 to be used in sharing those files? So do we need to use the zip file or another option? So for the BIM 360, you don't need to uh, extract those files or put it in the save files. You can do those drawings directly uploaded into the BIM 360. All right. So there's another question: is how much does a 1 year subscription cost? So for this inquiry, we will keep you posted, and then we will ask our sales team to communicate to you, sir. All
All
right.
right, so if you have more questions, you can email us at on marketing@cimtechnologies.com, and our marketing team will also call you after this session for your other inquiries, or if you want to know more about our projects or softwares. All right, another question for Sergey. For 3D compare picture, how can we assure that the deleted elements are accurate?
Yeah. So for the accurate of those drawings, we have here the color coding. Will serve as call this one your notes that every time that you have those made of those changes, it will separately appear on those drawings, especially on the 3D. So there is no misleading of information.
All
All right.
right, thank you, Sergey, again for that insightful answer. Okay, so I think we are ready now again for HP. Let me present again to you our guest speaker who handles HP plotters and printers and CIM technologies, Mr. Rod Caliste.
Okay, thank you, Jenny, and sorry for the technical error earlier. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see it now? All right, I think so. Okay, again, everyone, thank you so much for waiting. Let me proceed with my slides. I'm Rod Caliste again. I'm one of the product managers of CIM Technologies. I'm the one handling HP printers. But for today, we will be discussing all about large format printing and how it will improve your or streamline your workflow at office. Okay, all right. So let me discuss first the first subtopic, how you can collaborate with your teammate and other stakeholders. So as we now experience this global pandemic, we all know that collaboration is very important in today's business world. To produce an excellent very deep level of collaboration is needed from desk stations to mobile stations, outside the office, and the printers that provide the output to move the collaborative workflow along. And with so many parties to touch base with, a lot of times in different areas or even time zones, real-time communication is a key. There are actually cost implications when a team and its business partners collaboration is not at an optimal pace. Let's go through them. If you are reliant on face-to-face meetings or hard copies of designs, there are costs to logistics, courier, and transportation. Extended working hours will also result to additional labor costs. Thus, productivity is not maximized. As turnaround time expands, there is a risk of not meeting deadlines. And worst case scenario, litigation fees may be involved too. So let's take on a case study. Architect Bob is assigned at the site. Like most designers, his profession entails a plenty of daily challenges. Here's the situation. Bob revised the design of a project and he needs to communicate the changes to Mary of office ASAP to avoid project delays. So what are our solutions? Number one, you can send the line drawing printout via messenger. Or number two, you can meet Mary in head office. Or number three, share it in real time using an app. So with solution number one and two, Bob has to consider costs and time constraints. So what are these? Logistic costs such as courier services or messengers, or his personal transport. But the bigger issue on that is with the metro traffic, he might not be able to share the revisions with the headquarters in a timely manner. So HP Smart App is our solution. HP Smart App is an app that allows you to print, scan, copy, and share documents anytime, anywhere, directly from your smart devices such as phone or tablet. You can download HP Smart App on App Store for iOS devices or Google Play for Android devices. So in the next slides, we will show you to you how this app can help you to collaborate at the highest level with its scanning and sharing solutions. Given the workforce restrictions in the new normal, it is in everyone's interest to minimize in-person meetings while at the same time sustaining a collaborative effort among team members. Actually, IT experts foresee that now more than ever, cloud storages will be utilized in this regard. So let's print your designs remotely using HP Smart. From your phone using HP Smart. Let's watch this video for a quick So with the DesignJet multifunctions directly to your smart devices, such as phone or tablet, using HP Smart. Here are several scanning options as you can see on the screen. You can now scan to archive, scan to share through email, or in a cloud repository such as Google Drive, Dropbox, etc., etc. Question is, what if you don't have large format printer or scanner? That's not a problem. You can actually use your smart device's camera using HP Smart and be able to capture your design digitally. Now, you can scan and share your designs with teams or business partners while working from home or offsite. So to share this scan design, you may either email the save file or you may save it to cloud repositories as discussed. So let's go back to Architect Bob. With HP Smart App, he is in the best position to communicate revisions to his team in real time. So let's watch this video to see HP Smart in action. So I'll turn over the screen now to our main host, Jamie.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Rod, for your insightful and informative topic. So now I'm opening the floor for questions for our HP presentation. All right, there is one question here for Sir Rod. Are the HP workflow solutions presented today free of charge?
Yes, the HP Smart App is a free application that you can actually download from App Store if your device is an iOS device, or if your device is an Android one, you can download it from a Play Store.
All right, thank you, Sir Rod. There's another question here. Does HP offer contractual or pay-per-use scheme for large format printers?
I'm glad to say that CIM Technologies Inc. is the only company here in the Philippines and partner of HP that offers contractual scheme. So the setup is that you will buy the printer, giving you an advantage as well or a leeway to pay it for 3 years up to 5 years. And with regards to the supplies, we will just deliver it upon request, but you will just be charged based on your consumption. That's how it works. So if you want to know more about that, you can actually request a quotation from me, and I'll be happy to discuss it in detail as well.
All right, thank you so much. Another question for Sir Rod. I have an old plotter. Do you accept a trade-in?
Okay, Jamie, thanks for that question. Actually, that's very relative to this coming February onwards because HP will be running a trade-in trade-up promo, wherein you will be receiving freebies once you trade in your old platters. So if you want to know more about the details of the freebies or how you can trade in your old platter, just seek an assistance from us and we can quote it to you.
All right, thank you, Sir Rod. There is a question from the audience. We are using the Design Jet T830. Does this printer can do the same you presented a while ago, scanning and directly to mobile phone?
Yes, correct. The Design Jet T830, or rather 830 of HP, including Design Jet, bought from print driver. But as of the moment, HP Smart App is applicable to all devices, especially for those multifunction ones.
All right, any more questions from the audience? Going once? All right, so I guess there is no more questions. Thank you to our dear participants for attending our webinar today. And thank you to those who participated for our Open Forum with our speakers. Now, before we end the session, we would like to know your thoughts about the webinar by answering our poll questions on screen. We will be sending you the e-certificate of attendance once you completed this survey. Survey poll number one, is BIM 360 useful for you or for your company? Please click your answers on the screen. All right, the survey poll number 2. What software are you currently using? All right, survey number 3. How satisfied were you with the webinar? Survey number 5. Would you like to request for a virtual demo of the HP DesignJet T2600 MFP? Alright, so thank you for participating our survey. Your responses are very valuable to us, and we will definitely consider your feedback for our future improvements. Let me also share with you our upcoming webinars. You might want to invite your colleagues or share this with your management to join our upcoming webinars. On the screen is the last episode on product update webinar series, which is what's new in AutoCAD 2021. We'll be on January 14. Tomorrow, we are sending you the registration link in the chat box. You may save the link and register later, or you may feel free to share the link to your friends and colleagues. We are also inviting you to join our webinar series on data-driven design workflows last episode, which is generative design workflow on January 21, 2021. Feel free to register and share the link as well to your colleagues. All right, once again, thank you so much for attending our webinar today. We hope that you learn and discover new things with our technology solutions and hardware. So see you in our future virtual events and have a great afternoon, everyone.